Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 3 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
It's 2 minutes till showtime.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy, banana orange.
Show starts in 1 minute.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Here's a new taste treat, the corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
Broadcasting live from beautiful Union City, New Jersey. This is your movie quiz for Wednesday, August 4th, 2021. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the movie quiz. I am your host, Chris Mann-Nelson, and in just a couple minutes, I am going to be guiding you through 4 rounds of film trivia and puzzles. Now, the movie quiz is a completely interactive game where you not only can watch this game, you can participate and even win it. All you got to do in order to get yourself into the game is head to this website right here, tmq.thetrivialist.com, TMQ as in the movie quiz, thetrivialist.com. Enter your email address, enter your team name, and boom, you're in the game competing with everyone else who's playing along with tonight's game. It's completely free game to play. It's pay as you wish. We're donation based. We'll get into that later on, but you don't have to pay anything, and any tips are greatly appreciated though. But once you get your team name in there, you got your email registered and your team name is on the roster, you're going to be playing against our 2 guests tonight. They are our 3rd married couple of this season. It's been crazy. It's turning into just married teams. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Please welcome to the movie quiz, Calvin Cole and Caitlin Puckett. They are a married comedian power duo couple, and they're in their closet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
We feel safe in here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We're very excited.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Thank you so much. I used to do a lot of bar trivia in real life when real life existed, and I'm excited for this simulation.
Yeah, this is this is like the Matrix. This is the Matrix version of bar trivia. So one thing that intrigued me when I asked you guys what your favorite things to watch and your favorite genres, you both at the top of your list, you both put horror. And that intrigues me. And I'm wondering, do you guys, there's so many different shades of horror. Does your do your subgenres and tastes within the genre line up? Do you end up watching a lot of horror movies together?
There's overlap. I would say I'm the bigger horror fan than Cal. Like you well, I won't speak for you.
I watch less horror now than I used to because I've become more aware of what's going on in the actual world. And I'm scared all the time.
Yeah.
But,
it's an escape.
Well, Caitlin uses it to callous herself toward these things.
Right.
But I would say she is really into like cosmic horror. She's a Lovecraftian
okay.
I'm a Lovecraft.
I think that's important to say. But the aesthetic. Cosmic and supernatural.
Yeah.
Right?
Supernatural is scarier than I don't know, something that could actually happen.
And I'm the opposite. I'm much more scared of things that could really happen to me.
You want the grounded, like more like a serial killer based.
That was one of my top ever. Yeah, I like a good grinder.
Because in I've got just pointing out, checking out the chat here. Flannel Panel and Stallone are in the same room. That I'm getting they're teaming up together tonight. And speaking of
collusion,
what's that?
Is that not illegal collusion?
I mean, it seems like a violation of trivia antitrust laws to gang up like that. But speaking of Sylvester Stallone, which is that's my wife Alex, she does not like horror, and so I can't take the TV generally to watch horror movies. So that are there genres that each or something that each of you like that you have to wait till the other one's gone? Is there like something where it's like I have to wait till Calvin's gone till I can watch this? I have to wait until Caitlin is running an errand or something so that I can watch
Well, for me, I'm not particularly interested in these things anyway, but Caitlin cannot do clowns.
Can't do clowns.
No. So if I wanted to watch something that featured a clown in any way, I would have, and I'm talking about not just horror. If I wanted to go to Bozo, she would have to be out of the state.
Yeah. I can't know that it was like on our TV.
Yeah, it'll sell you the television.
I invited a clown into our apartment through the television.
No.
She would.
Caitlin, you're squirming just even at this hypothetical situation. I can tell.
I don't like the word. I mean, it
does. It is a sharp word. Clown. It has like a.
She doesn't want to draw the clown's eye.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. If you look at them, like, or it's the opposite, I guess, because if you look at them, they can't get you. But if you look away, no. Yeah. Tonight's guest will not be Pennywise. That would be incredibly cruel to Caitlin for me to do that. And is there anything, Caitlin, that you feel it's best to wait till Calvin is gone for? He can just take anything that comes his way.
I'll kind of throw out ones I'm interested in watching, and if I don't get like a nibble on it from him, it's like, okay, I'm just
okay. Yeah, this is better.
It's not better. I won't tolerate. It's more just I'm less interested in some than others.
Like we saw this movie called Slacks with 2 X's.
Yeah, wasn't my bag.
About even, like.
Pants that kill people.
Yeah. To me, that's check mark. I'm going. Yeah.
I have not heard of that. I have not heard of Slacks.
You shouldn't have heard of it. It's
you haven't watched it. You don't know.
I love a bad horror movie, but I hate a bad horror movie that is bad on purpose.
It's one of those. It's in that like Sharknado vein of.
Except no Tara Reid. So what's the point?
Right. You gotta get if you're gonna go bad on purpose. Yeah. There's nothing worse than an intentionally bad movie. It's offensive to my sensibilities as someone who loves truly bad movies.
Yes.
Well, and that's the thing is like if it's being made with that intention, then that person obviously doesn't get it. So it's right. It's a paradox. It can't happen.
Right. It's too calculated. It's cynical. It's cynically made and not actually fun. Like Ryan is saying needs a little Taradice on his horror. All right, so I think it's just about time to get the game started. Are you guys ready, Calvin and Caitlin?
Especially if it's a Tara Reid category. Let's go.
Not tonight. Not tonight. But I think we're going to get the game started. So anybody who's watching, if you want to play, you absolutely should. You can just watch too, but why not sign up and give it a shot? Head to that website down below, tmq.thetrivialist.com, and you can join at any point during the game. So with that said, I am going to put the game into in-game mode. It is in-game mode. Here we go. Flying at you. Very colorful. And yes, I know Ryan's very excited for in-game mode. I think when this for the new season, we'll have to do a new graphics all the time. So feel free to sign up for the game at any point. Couple ground rules before we get started. No Googling, no IMDbing or any other online cheating. Number 2, don't put answers in the chat if you are just watching. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, sign up and play. Put your answers into the answer form. 3, play with friends, but keep your team size reasonable, about 4 or 5 people if possible. And number 4, very important, type or select your answer and don't forget to hit submit. You got to hit submit, even for multiple choice. You'll see it underneath the question, the answer field. You'll see black text that says your answer, whatever you typed. If you type Sylvester Stallone, you'll see what you typed showed up. That's how you know that your answer has been logged. All right, so we are going to jump into our first round of the night. It's a style of round that I've done in the past, but haven't done in quite a while. It's called You Talking to Me. You Talking to Me. So I'm going to give you a famous quote, and you have to name the actor that it was said to.
Oh.
Name who it was said to, not the actor who said it. So if the quote, for example, was "Use the Force, Luke," the answer would be Mark Hamill, not Alec Guinness, right? It's who it was said to, on the receiving end of the quote. All right, here we go. Question number 1. You talking to me? Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Who was on the receiving end of that? Spelling does not count, and last names are fine. Last name only is. Oh, I love the fan. I love the use of the fan for conference there, guys. That was
readers are not gonna get our answer.
Not gonna get you guys. That fan is practical.
Are you sure?
It says under submitted answers.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to hit submit. I'm just going to correct one of these. I think slipped through the grading. Yep, and I'm looking for the actor on this one. You know what? Take this because I'm not sure if it was. Sorry, there's a couple of possible correct things that I will take. All right. So the answer to this, I was looking for the original Karate Kid. That was, and the actor who it was said to is Daniel-san, played by Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio is your answer. So for all of these, I took, if you put the character name on that one, because just for that one, I took it because in case I didn't make it clear enough. But going forward, you need to actor for all the rest of these 7 questions. All right, your next one is going to be multiple choice. Badges. We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges. Was that said to Clark Gable, Humphrey Bogart, Walter Houston, or Peter Lorre? 18 seconds starts now. All right, there was a curveball. There was a slight tricky one in this because it is from Treasure of the Sierra Madre, and Walter Houston is in Treasure of the Sierra Madre. But this line is spoken very directly to Humphrey Bogart. It is said directly to Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, it's Walter Houston's there, but he's like up the hill. So I actually just watched this the other day to verify this.
But within earshot, though?
Was he in earshot? Yes, he was in earshot, but they didn't know he was there. He was hiding. So they did not know he was there. So that's not it. I can't give that technicality. All right, question number 3.
Karate Kid, but we...
All right, this next one is, I wish I knew how to quit you. I wish I knew how to quit you. What actor was that said to?
Oh, yes.
Hurry. And you're like real nice about name spelling, right?
Very nice about name spelling. The software is the software has like if it's close, it'll catch it, and I can override too. So I'm like, okay, I clearly knew what you were saying, but the spelling came out funny. Then you're all good.
Might be actually right.
Yeah, I think I might be.
But the spelling of this one is actually pretty straightforward because you were not trying to spell the name Gyllenhaal. It's the other way around. You're trying to spell Ledger. It's said by Jake Gyllenhaal to Heath Ledger. Said to Ledger in towards the finale of the movie. All right, question number 4. This one is multiple choice. Again, these go to 11. Was that said by Harry Shearer, Rob Reiner, or Michael McKean?
Yeah, sorry.
Who was on the receiving end of that quote?
Ha, 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 ha. Feeling good here.
Feeling good about this one.
Mm-hmm. We're back on track.
This is the second week in a row this movie has come up.
Should be every episode.
Every week should be some Spinal Tap action for sure. All right, so it was said by Christopher Guest. Last week we had a lightning round that was all about Christopher Guest, and he said it to Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner playing Marty DeBurgi, the director. All right, so good job. 47% of teams got that right. Question number 5. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Was that said to Christopher Lloyd, Dustin Hoffman, Bob Hoskins, or Brad Pitt? I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
That was my instinct.
Yes, this is.
Right. And that would be if it's.
I'll talk so that your whisperings will be.
We're.
We could mute it too.
It I hope it's the right movie I'm thinking of.
Which movie were you thinking of?
We assumed Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but we saw Cool World slip in there, and
Cool World was the curveball there. Cool World was the fake out. It is Jessica Rabbit, and she says it to Eddie Valiant, played by Bob Hoskins. 60% of teams knew that, but good job, guys, finding the fake out. That was the tricky one. It was supposed to be a little trick there.
Any extra points for that, or
what's that?
Extra points then, or
no? There's 50 points in the whole game, and that's all I've got.
Okay. Well, if you come under 50, then tack it on.
All right. Question number 6. Yippee-ki-yay. I said I don't curse on the show, but I'll say it. Nobody cares. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh,
I said it. My son is not downstairs. He can't hear it. Here we go. Who is it said to? Ryan is scandalized. Ryan is scandalized. I said this show is PG-13 rules, and I get one F-bomb.
You used it early, bro.
I burned all the fuel in the tank. All right. So that was said, of course, in Die Hard by John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, to Hans Gruber, played by Alan Rickman. 53% of teams got that right. Question number 7. I drink your milkshake. Was that said to Philip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly, Paul Dano, or Joaquin Phoenix?
I 100%.
I drink your milkshake.
Oh
man, I could go for a fucking milkshake.
Yeah, Calvin, that was your one F-bomb. You said that.
Oh, you broke the seal.
Ooh, mine for when everybody.
You can say It's not really. We're not. The MPAA has no jurisdiction here. This is a lawless town where you can do whatever you want.
I bet that drives them crazy.
All right. So the trick here. This is from There Will Be Blood, which is a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. These are all frequent P.T. Anderson collaborators, but this one was actually the answer here is not super frequent, I think, but he was the recipient of this quote. Paul Dano is the recipient of that quote from Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes.
40% of teams. All right. And one last question here in You Talking to Me. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Name the actor. Gotta name the actor on this one. And on all of them.
We agree?
Yeah.
We agree.
Well, I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, you gotta lean on it.
So we didn't know the actor's name, but we just typed in the dwarf that hung themselves. The legendary suicidal munchkin in the apple forest. Most teams got this right. Nicely done. It was that's obviously from the Wizard of Oz, said to Dorothy, who was played by Judy Garland. Judy Garland is your answer. So that's the end of round 1. Let's check out your scores and standings as we head into round 2. We've got, with 5 points apiece, a big tie for third. We've got Emma's for movies, Sylvester Stallone's Parents Wear Flannel, the super group. It's paying off. The super group is paying off. You're in third. Producers with 5. Winner Herzog in second with 6. And Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts in first with 7. Now, that brings us to our second round of the night. It's going to be our picture round. How did you guys do in that? I don't know what your team name is.
Caitlin.
Oh, thank you.
Very cleverly dubbed us Winner Herzog.
Oh, you guys are Winner Herzog, so you're in second place. So nice.
Second place.
Nicely done.
Not for long.
All right. So your next round is your picture round, and it's called What's the MacGuffin? What's the MacGuffin? So it's all about the MacGuffins of different movies. We had a MacGuffin round during the Marvel Cinematic Universe game a couple months ago. So for this one, I'm going to show you a picture of a movie, and you're going to name the person or the object that's being sought after in that movie. Okay, so you're going to name the person or the object. So like if I showed you a picture of Saving Private Ryan, the answer would be Private Ryan, because that's who they're after. But it's a lot of these are going to be objects, and I'll tell you if it's a person or an object to help clarify that. All right, here we go. Movie number 1, picture number 1. So this is an object, and I need you to be specific for this one. Some of these require specificity, some don't. This one is an object, and I need you to be specific.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
How do you feel about over specificity?
Yeah.
Over specificity is fine, because I can it won't get graded correctly, but I can override it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You confuse the software.
Yeah, I love to confuse.
A lot of people confuse the software with this one. I do need the name. A lot of people knew it was a necklace, but be specific. It has a name. It has a name that they say a bunch in this, and it is called, I think I got everybody graded correctly. It is called The Heart of the Ocean. The Heart of the Ocean is your answer. All right, only 27%. I'm kind of surprised. It was this is the highest grossing movie of all time. It even reclaimed it from Avengers. Avengers knocked it out of number 1. Oh no. Avatar is still number 1. Avengers knocked Avatar out, and Avatar took it back with some small re-release. All right, here comes movie number 2. The MacGuffin is a person. The MacGuffin is a person here. All right, I'm getting calls to check and answer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, guys. Yours says to Flannel Panel Supergroup, you guys said Heart of the Sea. It's Heart of the Ocean. I don't know. I'll think about let me think about how generous I'm feeling. That's pretty close. I might give it to you. Cal and Caitlin say no. They override. I'll think about it though. All right. So this one, let me make sure. Yep. Everybody who should be getting points will be getting it for Luke Skywalker. This is from not Rise of Skywalker, the first one of these, Force Awakens, where everyone's looking for Luke Skywalker. It's also a map of Luke Skywalker they're looking for, so it's sort of a person and an object, I guess, is the MacGuffin in this one.
And
number 3.
No.
What's that?
Blue titty milk? Would you accept that?
That's no, because that's Last Jedi. That's from Last Jedi.
Oh, my bad.
So that's what they're all looking for in episode 8. All right. So for this next one, a general answer is fine. General answer is totally fine for this one. It's not like Heart of the Ocean. Just give me and it's these 2 characters specifically in this movie are looking for this.
I mean,
Yes!
yeah, that's true.
It's correct.
Please tell us if it's not.
No, I mean everything so far. I think if you guys wrote it, I think it's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some people are. The interesting thing here, this is sort of like a this is like a Rorschach test, because it's like it's like a purposely vague MacGuffin, because it's a briefcase. If you elaborated on that, if you put briefcase or even suitcase, I took. But some people were putting like specifically what was inside of it, when no one knows what's inside of it. It's just a glowing gold briefcase. But 80% of teams got that right. Nicely done.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes number 4. Here comes number 4. So for this one, it's another. This one's a heart of the oceans situation. I need specificity on this one. Here we go.
Oh.
If you know what it is generically, you're going to know what it is specifically. So give me the specific to get the point. You can retype your answer before time runs out. I need specificity. I think the team that I saw somebody put the generic answer in there and changed it. So nicely done. All right. So and one team was super close. I think somebody did change it from just generic sled. This is the opening scene of Citizen Kane to specifically, it's the word that turns out to be a sled. It is rosebud. Rosebud is the answer that I'm looking for here. 53% of teams got it right. Good job. Question number 5. You guys 4 for 4 so far? I think you are, right? Or nice.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah,
this
but
round.
so's number 1. We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
This is good. I love it. I love a nice competitive game. All right, here comes number 5. This one is a person. The MacGuffin in this movie is a person, so it's going to be a name.
Oh.
Give me a couple seconds to think about it before I start the timer. And here we go. Last name of this character is fine.
That's impressive. I can only remember the actor's name.
Oh, well, I think it's the same name in the book, isn't it?
I think so. In well, I won't say what the book is yet. And let me. there's some good incorrect answers in here. There's General Brando, Fat Marlon Brando. He had to be shot in the dark because he showed up on set. Not to like body shame him or anything, but just like no one was expecting him to be. He was supposed to have a much more like physically. Like, he was supposed to have a much more like physically demanding role, I think, and they were just like, he can't really get around the set too well. But it is Marlon Brando, but the name of the character here is Colonel Kurtz. Colonel Kurtz.
And this is not a picture from Wild Things. I thought that was Nev Campbell.
That's Nev Campbell, fresh back from the spa, the deleted spa scene in Wild Things. I'm just making sure that everybody got their points. I think so. All right, here we go. Movie number or MacGuffin number 6. For this one, specificity. Specificity.
Yeah. This, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Mr. Laurie,
I never even saw it.
Yeah, this is the second appearance in as many rounds of both Humphrey Bogart. John Huston is just he's within earshot of off camera. All right, so some good guesses here. Some teams guessed passports and transit papers, which are the MacGuffins for Casablanca. But this is not Casablanca. This is the Maltese Falcon. This is a clip from the Maltese Falcon. All right. Question number 7. This one is okay. So for this one, there are actually two MacGuffin. There's an object MacGuffin in this movie, and there's a person MacGuffin. For the you can answer either one. The object is general. The person is specific. I would need a name if you go for the person, but for the object, you can go generic. Timer starting now.
I don't remember.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name. Although.
Can we get 2 points?
No 2 points for this one. There's 2 points in the final round. Oh, and hey, wait a minute. This occurred to me. Hang on. I'll correct this because I said there was no Tara Reid in this game. There is Tara Reid in this game.
We got
There's because the two, I took Mrs. Lebowski for this one. That's fine too. Her name is Bunny Lebowski. Someone put Rug and Bunny. Was that you guys who put both? So it is it's not the Big Lebowski. He's not the one that they're looking for. They're looking for Bunny, his wife. So it's the rug that sets it all in motion. Dude is looking for a new rug, and then he ends up looking for Mrs. Lebowski, Bunny Lebowski, who is Tara Reid. My God, this feels like it's all connected here. This is like it's amazing. The simulation. All right, here we go. Question number 8, your final question of your picture round, your MacGuffin round. This one is a person. Oh. But I need a name. Person, and I need a name. Just a first name is good.
No.
Well, I don't know.
All right, let me correct some of these.
Oh, it's the.
Yeah. Let me just this is correct. Hang on.
This movie is more about the journey, not
the destination.
Yeah.
I totally agree. We wrote the friends you make along the
way. Yeah. The self-discovery is the MacGuffin of The Hangover. It's their, in fact, it is that, but it's also their missing friend, Doug. Doug is their friend who's missing in The Hangover.
Dumbass.
All right. So before I check the leaderboard here, we're going to do our lightning round question. A lightning round is a quick way to pick up 4 points. I'm going to ask you a question that has 4 answers. You don't have to get all 4. Any one of them that you get right, you'll get a single point for. So you can get up to 4 points here. These do not need to be answered in any specific order. Sometimes they do, but not for this one. So our last round was all about MacGuffins, and a series that hinges on MacGuffins is Indiana Jones. And so what I will ask you for your lightning round is, what are the 4 main artifacts, not other little side things or cold opens, the main artifacts for being sought after in each Indiana Jones movie? Name the main artifact in each movie. And I'll say for the second movie, be specific. For the 4th movie, you don't have to be specific, because I don't think there is a specific answer. All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Now, name those Indiana Jones MacGuffins. I'm curious to see if anyone remembers the specific name of the MacGuffin from, I can say the name of the movie, Temple of Doom.
No.
Close. Some people are close, but not quite.
Some people should probably get a break.
No, Calvin, you vetoed another team's Heart of the Sea, so I can't give you a break.
It's another your song.
Make sure everybody got it. I'm looking at some of the incorrect answers. The Golden Idol's not. It's just the cold open one. That's the Jovito's fertility idol. This one's close, but not there. All right. I don't think anybody got that one. It was hard. That's supposed to be the hard one. Of course, it's Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail and a crystal skull. But the one from Temple of Doom is the Shankara stones. The Shankara stones are the names of the little sacred stones that the Thuggee cult steals from the village and then uses for some reason that's never quite clear, because Temple of Doom is kind of a mess and also pretty racist. But the other movies Two of the movies are good. All right, so let's take a look.
3 is off the charts in that one, huh? Dazzling lead female.
Oh my God. And then Steven Spielberg was so impressed with her performance that they got married.
It's unbelievable that didn't happen first. I don't know how else you could.
No. All right. So let's take a look at your leaderboard here at the halfway point of the game. We've got it. Oh, the top 3 are mostly the same. We've got the producers in third with 13. Calvin and Caitlin in second, Winter Herzog with 16, and just ahead of them still by 1 point is Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts. So very good game shaping up here, but there's still plenty of points on the board. With our final round is going to be a double points round, and then we got the 6-point bonus question to end the game. But before we move on to our puzzle round, this is the point in the show where I turn it over to you guys to talk about any projects that you or anything that you want to bring the TMQ audience's attention to.
Well, Caitlin, please.
Okay. I reported.
I'll start. I do stand-up comedy, and if you live in the Twin Cities area, keep your eyes peeled. I don't think any of you do, but if you have friends in that part of the country, tell them my name. But yeah, that's it. And I think Caitlin perhaps has gathered her thoughts.
Yeah. I recorded 2 episodes in an upcoming podcast called Hello, Nice to Meet You. If you have any Gen Zers in your life, it's for them. It's for tweens. But it's going to be a very fun podcast done by Jeremy Bent. It's the best.
What kind of topics did you cover? Well, I don't want to spoil the podcast appearance, but what did you talk about?
So the premise of it is there's a mad scientist who always has like a human guest who has a specific job, like a ballerina, and an animal guest. So like in one of them, I was a shark, and the human guest was a dentist, and we had to figure out what we had in common.
I love it. I like a good conceptual podcast. I like when there's more to it than just people plunking down. And I love I know it's not scripted, but I like scripted ones or something with a high concept bend to it that does something with the format. So that sounds very cool. And that's out now, or it's coming out?
It's coming out in August, which is now, sometime this month.
Later in the month.
Yeah. Open up the webpage, keep refreshing. It'll come.
In the meantime, Caitlin is all over Disney Plus. She appears in a semi-credited role in one episode of what is it? Pixar
in Real Life.
In Real Life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a zoo worker in the Finding Dory episode. Mm-hmm. There's an octopus that's loose in the park, and we gotta wrangle the kiddos.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen Pixar in Real Life yet.
It's really fun.
It's super fun, and hers is one of the better segments. And I can personally recommend the Japanese translation.
Oh yeah, they have dubs over us. Like you haven't lived until you've seen yourself be dubbed over.
It's something else.
It is.
That is absolutely wild. And okay, so everyone check out Hello, Nice to Meet You, and check out the Japanese dub of the Finding Dory episode of Pixar in Real Life. Before we go on to round 3, Calvin, the chat, there's a lot of questions about what's going on with with There's No Mustache.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't had a mustache for probably like a year and a half now.
Oh, really?
But I also haven't seen people for a year and a half, so fair. No, I shaved my mustache, I think 24 hours before I found out the company I was working for in New York was closing. And I remember a day of great loss.
I mean, Calvin, I feel like I know that correlation is not causality here, but grow it back so that the world can return.
I know. It was my Samson moment.
Yeah.
But I would give it all up to smooch my wife, who has very sensitive skin. And you gotta do what you gotta do for the smooch. In like 20, 30 years, when I don't care anymore, I'll have a mustache like you've never seen.
Just a big biker mustache.
Yeah.
God,
My dad has a tremendous beard, in spite of all of my mother's complaints. So that's the path I'm on.
Yeah, just you're biding your time, picking the right moment to re-gird your upper lip.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, so now, chat, I hope that satisfies your curiosity as to where Calvin's mustache has gone. I think that was a very thorough and thoughtful
Hit me up
answer.
in the DMs if you have more questions.
Yeah, please let Calvin know if there's more facial hair questions that you've got. Otherwise, we're going to do
fun.
Caitlin's facial hair is also worth talking about.
We're going to go on to our third round, which is our puzzle round, and it is called Romantic Comedies. So this is a return I've had in the last couple of weeks in the chat. I've had I don't know if these are sarcastic calls, but a call to bring back the Roman numeral puzzles, and also to talk more about the term was girl movies. I don't think of it that way, but romantic comedies. So I decided to combine the two. So the way that a Roman numeral puzzle works, if you okay, Ryan wants to know who asked, and it was Jim, and he was not being sarcastic. So the way this works is I'm going to give you I take a movie title and I swap out anything that is a Roman numeral for that number. And it is, so I'll give you an example. These are not romantic comedies, but these are examples. So if The Matrix would equal blank, 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 because there's no Roman numerals in there, and then 1,000 blank, 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 9, because you've got M, which is 1,000, and 9, which is IX, right? So you got to solve that. The little parentheticals denote different words. But for this one, I've added an extra wrinkle to it. These are all romantic comedies with numbers in the title. So I've put the actual Roman numerals back in. So for example, if I give you 12 Monkeys, it would be XII and then M. So you got 100 or 1,000. I'm sorry, I mistyped. This should say 1,000 for M. So focus on the Roman numerals. If you see Roman numerals, that's a number in the title. Yeah, it's confused. I've made it confusing again. Just as everyone
do.
What's that?
What do we do?
Okay, so hang on. I'll walk you through it here. I'll walk you through this one.
Okay.
Here's your first one. So it is your first word is a number. Anywhere where you see Roman numerals, that's going to be an actual number in the title. But anywhere where you see a number, like what a standard number, that's where there would be a letter that is also a Roman numeral. So for this one, and these are all romantic comedies. So solve it based on start with the numbers, and I'll give you a full 30 seconds for this one.
We don't need it.
Well, if we understood what you're looking for correctly, we have submitted an answer.
Let me see. Yes, that is. I've got nothing but correct answers so far. So it seems that this has been. I made something that was already confusing and made it more confusing. But I actually found enough movies, romantic comedies with numbers in them. I couldn't believe it.
Women love numbers.
Big in the 10. We all know
we love all.
So for this one, you've got XIII, which is 13, and then your second word is blank blank 1 blank blank. So there's an I in the middle, and then blank blank 30. 13 going on 30. 13 going on 30 is your answer. All right, here we go. Here's your next one. This one is a long one, but it starts off with X. And then you know what? I'm not going to read it. I'm going to put it on. I forgot to put this on screen. I have it on. So it's a little easier might be a little easier to see it written out. Feeling good about that one, Calvin?
I feel great.
Great flick.
So yeah, all the blanks are letters in the title that do not have a Roman numeral translation.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it. There was no place for romance in my life before we met.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so this one, it's got the X right at the top, so you know that this title starts with 10, and it is 10 Things I Hate About You, a movie that it's weird. This is one of these movies that comes up in the quiz a lot, but it's not it's not one of my favorites. It just happens to fit into like whatever scheme I've got going on that week. All right, here comes your third puzzle. Here comes your third puzzle. 30 seconds on the clock.
Yes.
Ryan wants more Heath. There's a lot of Heath in this game tonight.
Oh yeah, this is the second Heath.
Yeah, because there was a Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure. Yep. All right. So that L, this one starts off with the number 50, and then you've got an I in the second word, and then the third part of the title starts with a D, because that's what 500 is. So you've got 50 first dates. 50 first dates is your answer. 76% of teams got that right. Nicely done. So this next one,
best Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore romantic comedy
of the trilogy of them, there are 3. So for this one, I don't want to give away too much, but you'll notice there's no Roman numeral in this, but there is a number in the title. There's a written out number in this title. So there's no number in the title, but there is a number that's written out.
Shit.
Yeah.
So now I think everyone's very much got the rhythm of this round now. It is incredibly high concept and confusing, but once you get past that,
I originally thought we had to like do multiplication. I was reading it like foil.
Yeah.
No, like, there's no PEMDAS in this round. We'll see. There might be some for the championship game though. So just keep that in mind. Top teams up near the top. There might be some PEMDAS in the championship. So this one that's spelled out, you see it's got a 9 in there, which is IX, and then the second word starts with C, and then it's got a DL, which is 550. 16 candles. 16 candles is your answer. 53% of teams got that one right. Nicely done. All right. Question number 5 is, I'm not going to say it. I don't read these out because it just makes things D 500 blank, blank, blank. It's better to just do this one visually.
Coming for you. Oh.
Whoa. Put on your 3D glasses.
We're going to get them.
Are we a heel tag team?
Yes.
Yay.
Or the Midnight Express.
All right. Everybody who submitted an answer got this one right. Nicely done. So this one started with a D, which is 500. And then the number 500 means that the first word starts with D, and it's got 2000 in the middle. of that last word, which is double M, because it is 500 days of summer. 500 days of summer is your answer. All right, nicely done. 59%. And number 6. Here is number 6. I'm sorry. That should say that I messed this up. This second one, the Roman numeral there should say XL. It should say XL. I made a mistake. It's not 55. It's XL. So I can actually hang on. I'll correct it here.
Don't bother. We got it.
I'll correct it on screen. And then start the timer. My bad, everybody. Sorry. I don't know how I did that. I think I had like Super Bowl numbers in my head or something.
When don't we have Super Bowl numbers?
Are we on 55 yet? No, that's not. That's soon though, right?
Did we have the big L?
Yeah, L. Yeah, there was. I think we're on like 53 now.
I don't pay attention unless the Packers are in it.
So this one,
Giants guy.
What's that?
Are you a Giants guy?
I'm not really. I don't really have I get if gun to my head, yeah, I would say Giants, but like
you love Eli Manning is what you're saying.
Yeah, I love Eli Manning so much. I actually don't. It's weird. I have like very definite sports alliances in baseball, basketball, and hockey, but for football, I don't know why. I'm just like either whichever of the two teams. I guess it's when you got two local teams too. Like you can choose. All right, so this one that I screwed up the number here. The number should be 40 for the 40-year-old virgin. 40-year-old virgin is what it should say. See, I confused myself with this. I made it so complicated and convoluted. I confused myself. All right, here's number 7. Once again, I will not read it out. I will only make it confusing. I will check my work though, but this one I believe is accurate.
What else would it be?
All right.
I hate this movie.
Yeah, this is a bad one. Some of these are pretty good, but this is like as run of the mill as you can possibly get. Like this is like what you would. This is like the paragon of a bad rom-com, and it is 27 Dresses. 27 Dresses is your answer. All right, and this last one is it's a barren wasteland of blanks. So see if you can. I think though, if you've got the rhythm of this, you'll be able to figure this out. But this is your last one, and it's maybe the hardest one because there's so many blanks. Feeling good, huh?
I didn't know it was me that asked for this category.
Played right into your strengths.
Yeah.
Romans, you love outdated numerical rubrics.
I don't know shit about movies, but I rock a 10-month calendar and I know all about these numerals.
Get out of here with that Gregorian crap. All right. So this one, there's another X here in the puzzle, another 10, and it's how to lose a guy in 10 days. How to lose a guy in 10 days. All right. So there we go. Nicely done. 59%. Another roughly 2/3 of teams got that right. So let's take a look at your standings after 3 rounds. We got 1 round left to go. In third place, we've got Sylvester Stallone. The super group is holding tight. They've got 20 points there in third place. And tied for first place, Sterling Cooper, Roland Deli Betts, now joined by Winner Herzog. My goodness. Wow. Nice. You said you were coming for them, and you did. All right. So that's this is going to be very exciting. Lots of points still on the table, but we did just complete round 3, and you know what that means. This is a very special moment in every episode of the movie quiz. We've been doing this for quite some time. This is the point in the show where we talk about donations. Like I said earlier, this is a completely donation-based show. It's totally free to play if you choose, but we do rely on your donations. So instead of having me just come out here and ask for money, I want to give you a little something for it. So I bring in famous characters from the movie industry, from your favorite movies, and this week is no different. Please welcome to the movie quiz. He's back. He's been here before. Please welcome. He's broadcasting from the Berkshires on vacation. Please welcome back to the movie quiz, the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. Thanos is here.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Thanos. How's it
Hi,
going?
It's okay. I'm not complaining, but
Okay.
it's just I'm at the Berkshires here for.
Yeah.
I'm at a Hilton. My girlfriend's dad's getting remarried, and
Oh, it's his second marriage.
Second marriage is 1 second. The wait. I'm trying to get the wait staff here. I'm trying to fill my tumbler. Excuse me. Great. Every time I do that, it's just people disappear. And it's just,
Thanos, you know the power of your snap, though.
I know, but the service here sucks, and I'm just trying to get their attention. Anyway, I thought it'd be a nice, relaxing weekend up here in the Berkshires. I mean, look at this stuff; it's beautiful.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's like weddings. They're just not exactly the most relaxing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's stressful, and you're part of the family that's involved. Are you involved in the wedding? Like, are you in?
Well, that's
in
the
wedding?
thing. We've been dating for like 4 or 5 months, so I'm not. It's like I love her. I really love her. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I don't know these people.
Right. It's too much. You're meeting so many of them for the first time. And
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, disappeared. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they disappear. It's hard. It's hard to get good service when you're Thanos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I may be a mad titan, but I'm definitely I'm also impatient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. You've wielded the power of all 6 Infinity Stones. You're used to getting what you want when you want it.
Exactly. Which is why I don't understand how long it takes to make. What the hell is that? They've been doing construction in this hotel. I just wanted a relaxing. You know how stressful life is right now. And she was like, "It'll be fun. It's the Berkshires." I'm just like, "Yeah," but here I am. They're banging on metal.
Thanos, I don't want to get ahead. I don't want to get ahead of your, personal relationship. But do you see a future with this this woman?
The future is meaningless. But in terms of my relationship with her, I like her. I really I could definitely I just feel like myself with her. I don't want to rush things, but also life is nothing. Oh shit! 1 second. Excuse me.
Oh, they're gone. It's hard. It's choose happy. It seems like you are choosing happy. You got a nice festive shirt. You're out in front of a beautiful river.
I'm trying to. I was in a hot tub with her cousin for 45 minutes, and I had nothing to say. I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, how many I heard you killed half of the population?
Yeah.
And I was like, it was 70%, but who's counting?
Yeah. It's awkward. You gotta now you're gonna have to hang out with that guy all weekend. He's gonna attach himself to you because he thinks you're bonded. I know how It's hard to navigate. It's a hard thing to navigate. So Thanos, I know you got to get going. Try to get that tumbler refill, but can you tell people a little bit about donating to the quiz?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. As you heard Chris say, I got to refill my tumbler, and you got to refill this show because Chris is doing this for free. Free. So the least you could do is throw him some bones. Not human bones, as I'm aware of and have had experience with, but actual money bones. So you could Venmo him. There's a link. There's a link. I think there's a link, and you can use your card.
Little buttons. Yeah. Little buttons.
Sure, buttons. Oh my god. I'm supposed to. There's like some sort of like hike. They're like scheduled a hike for the. I know. I don't know.
And you just want to read. You just want to sit in. You just want to sit in your room and.
I'm trying to read. I'm doing the artist's way. I'm doing the artist's way.
You're reading the artist's way.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you back on to talk about your art projects coming up. But thank you, Thanos, for your time. I hope you get some service and enjoy the rest of your wedding weekend.
Yeah. Okay, Chris. Bye. Take care. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, that's not. Oh, Thanos.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great wedding. And yeah, everybody listen to Thanos. Not on most things probably, but on this, donate a little bit to the show. Just a couple bucks per player per game goes a long way towards getting a better Thanos mask for season 5. Maybe we'll see. All right. So you guys are tied for first place. That's pretty exciting. And we've got a double points round coming up. Your last round is worth 2 points, which is ostensibly 2 rounds because it's twice the points. And also, welcome everybody who's here for Meredith and Peter's show. We're going to get started. Their show will get started in about 10 minutes. You're watching the final round of the movie quiz. Feel free to play along if you want, and also come back next week for more if you want. And if you're looking to sign up for their game, registration is open at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. All right, so that's going to bring us here on the movie quiz to our final regular round of the game, which is going to be, it's called What a Tease. So this is all about sequel bait setups that never paid off. So teases at the end of movies that never paid off. So for 1 point, you name a piece of trivia. I'm going to pick out a little question about the tease. And for a second point, you just name the movie. Name the movie that I'm talking about. Okay, so here we go. What a Tease is your final round of this game. Name the answer the little bit of trivia and name the movie for a point. You don't have to get both. You can, if you just know the movie, you can you'll get a point for that. All right, here we go. Question number 1. After the 2 titular horror icons have their final melee, the victor emerges from this fictional body of water, holding the loser's severed head. But the head gives a wink, implying more mayhem to come. So I'm looking for the name of a fictional body of water and the movie that this happened in. Pardon me.
Okay.
Maybe.
You got what? You're feeling squeamish about one of them? Not totally sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about the title unless I switched it.
I don't think so. But there's also bunches.
So the movie in question is Freddy versus Jason. It was the Freddy versus Jason crossover, and he emerges from Crystal Lake. If you're at Camp Crystal Lake, I took it too because that's fine. But I was looking for the water camp. The camp is built around. All right, number 2. 1 remaining egg hatches in this New York City landmark, teasing more monster madness. I will also say for TMQ regulars, this has come up before too, and I think specifically this aspect of this movie. So name the movie and the New York City landmark.
It's either that or I don't know. I only had the soundtrack.
I know.
Hang on, let me just.
The most unlikely action hero lead of all time.
Yes, it was Matthew Broderick and Hank Azaria holding down the action against Godzilla. Godzilla was your movie, and it was in Madison Square Garden. Godzilla laid all the eggs in Madison Square Garden. I know that this came up. I had a question about this a while back. I can't remember what it was. All right. So stay tuned. Come back to the movie quiz for lots of Godzilla 1998 questions. All right. Question number 3. In the final scene of this graphic novel adaptation, Alan Quatermain's grave is visited by a witch doctor who summons a resurrecting lightning strike. Not only was there no sequel, but this actor who played Quatermain decided to end his 50-year career.
Ooh.
A movie so bad, a man retired. Who is that man? What is that movie?
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Yeah, Alex. I knew Alex would get this right because she loves this garbage film. It is a terrible movie that was incredibly presumptuous in setting up sequels. It was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which drove Sir Sean Connery to retirement after 5 decades. He was like, he said, "That's enough." He had quit. It put him over the top. All right, question number 4. This defeated villain, famous from 80s toys and cartoons and 21st century memes, pops his exposed skull up from underwater and vows to return. He did not. So I'm looking for the name of the villain and the name of the movie.
Right.
I want sequels to all these movies, bro.
I know. This one, I'm honestly surprised that there has not been some kind of reboot. I know there's like a Netflix reboot of this.
Right? I think Kevin
Smith is involved in it somehow. This one was a hint on my Instagram today. So if you follow me on Instagram on game day, I give away some little clues for you to sort out. So the villain in this, his name is not Red Skull. That's pretty close, but that's a Captain America villain. His name is Skeletor. Skeletor from Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren.
Do you know who plays Skeletor? Because he looks like Jack Palance, but I think that's just the makeup.
It's the makeup. It's Frank Langella plays Skeletor, and he does look so much like Jack Palance as Skeletor. It's true. He literally, I watched the clip when I was writing this. He literally says, "I'll be back." Those are his words. He pops up out of the water, goes, "I'll be back," and then it freeze frames on him. It's like, you won't, Frank. You
He
won't.
said, "Hasta la vista, baby."
All right, question number 5. The main alien character promises to return in 3 years to heal our human protagonist who's slowly becoming a prawn in this South African city.
Now you know.
I'm looking for the name of the city. Name the movie, name the city.
Okay. I never saw it. I don't know.
Well, I know one city in this country, so
It's probably this one. This country actually has 3 capital cities, but this is not one of them. The city is Johannesburg, South Africa, where you will find District 9. District 9 is your movie. All right, question number 6. Quick shots of zombies in front of this world landmark hint at a possible third film where the film's outbreak has spread beyond the UK. So quick shots of zombies in front of this world landmark hint at a possible third film where the film's outbreak has spread beyond the UK.
Man, I'm so glad we learned the benefits of quarantining after seeing this film, and we've all adhered.
Yeah, we all learned so much from every zombie movie, really.
Oh, well, yeah. At least there's not some idiot who gets bit and tries not to tell anyone.
Yeah. Tries to hide it, all right, so the landmark here is the Eiffel Tower. And for this one, it was specifically, you had to pay attention that this was teasing a third movie, which means I'm talking about 28 weeks later. 28 weeks later is your answer. 28 weeks is the second movie. 28 days is the first. All right, question number 7. Ming the Merciless retrieves his ring and laughs. This legendary rock band's soundtrack kicks in. A title card reads, "The End." It was the end. No sequel for this one. Name the band, name the movie. Oh, sorry. I think I locked it for you guys. There, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's in. Looks in.
I love it when it's a question.
Oh, at the end. Yeah.
A question. Yeah, a question mark. The end. These are all. I love how presumptuous so many of these teases are. It's totally nuts. Let me just see. I think everybody's gotten it. The movie was Flash Gordon. Ming the Merciless is a Flash Gordon villain, and this movie had. Yeah, Calvin, you got to bring that back. You got to do the Ming the when you get old and do the. Yeah,
and then the eye makeup.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to go full Ming the Merciless. So, and Queen did the soundtrack for Flash Gordon. And question number 8, your final regular question of the game. In a tease of an entire cinematic universe that never materialized, Russell Crowe appears as this literary doctor. He was going to be the glue that was supposed to bind a new dark universe of films. So name the doctor character played by the famous literary character played by Russell Crowe, and what movie he was in, teasing a cinematic universe that they just went, no.
Go. Oh.
Just make sure that this is right. I think I let it slip. I said he was a doctor when that wasn't in the question, but he was Dr. Jekyll, and Dr. Jekyll was supposed to get the dark universe bound together, kicking off with The Mummy, the Tom Cruise Mummy movie. So that was tough. That was a tough round. That's the last round. It's supposed to be tough. So let's take a look real quick at your scores. Going into our final question, we've got Ricky Scabs has jumped into, let's do 4th place, actually. Stallone is up in 3rd. It says 4th, but there's a tie ahead of them with 29. Ricky Scabs has jumped into a 2nd place tie with Sterling Cooper, and Calvin and Caitlin with a 3-point lead going into the final question. But it's not insurmountable, because this next round is your post-credits bonus. It's your last question. It's worth upwards of 6 points. So the way it works is I'm going to ask you a question that has 2 correct answers, but I'm going to show you a 3rd fake out answer. Each correct answer is worth 3 points. So if you pick 2 correct answers, you get 6 points. But if one of the ones that you pick is the fake answer, the incorrect answer, you'll get 0 points. So if you know one for sure and you don't want to gamble, you can click one. You can just pick the one that you know, hit submit, get your 3 points. But if you pick the wrong one, you are going to
lose those 3 points. You won't lose any points off the score you have so far. You just wouldn't get any points for this question. So I've asked you about romantic comedies. I've asked you about franchises or attempted franchises here. So your final question is about the intersection of those two things. Your final question: romantic comedies are not usually set up to become franchises, but these two movies of the early 2000s each spawned multiple follow-ups. One of these movies spawned a trilogy of films, the other a movie sequel and a short-lived TV continuation. And your options are Bridget Jones's Diary, My Big Fat Wedding, and Miss Congeniality. Which of these spawned multiple works after them? Which of these romantic comedies of the early 2000s? 20 seconds starts now.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys feel good about your answer?
Yeah.
We feel
right.
good, not great, but
good, not great. Okay.
We went for the full 6. So if
you went for the full 6, I like it. You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. All right. So let's take a look at your answers. So Bridget Jones spawned, I think they were based on books too. Each of them is Bridget Jones' Edge of Reason and Bridget Jones's Baby, which was like a delayed sequel. And then running for only 7 episodes was My Big Fat Greek Life. And then came My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. So your 2 answers are Bridget Jones's Diary and My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Nicely done. Good job, everybody. Let's take a look at your final scores before we wrap up the game. We've got in 4th place, Sylvester Stallone. In 3rd place with 35, Sylvester Stallone. The final panel, the family team up worked. You guys finished incredibly high. Nicely done. In a 2nd place tie between Ricky Scabs and Sterling Cooper rolling deli bets. And our winners, this happens very rarely on the movie quiz, where our guests have won the game. Our guests are the winners by 3 points. Winner Herzog, living up to their name. Nicely done. Calvin and Caitlin, excellent job. Congratulations. I love it. It's exciting when the guest wins. I love it.
The power of love.
I love it. And yes, also you can sing some Flash Gordon Queen songs while you grow out that Ming mustache. All right. So thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. It was great to have you guys on. Please come back anytime.
Thank you so much for having us.
So thrilled to be here. Had a blast.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. And thank you to everybody for coming in week after week. Congrats to all our teams. Next week is going to be our final regular game before the championship. So it's your last chance to up one of your scores. Remember, I'm going to only take your 8 best scores out of those 9 weeks, and then we'll have a championship after that. And we will have a live game in person at Caveat on September 7th. So I will stick around for Meredith and Peter's game. Everybody else, I will see you next week at 7 p.m. back here for more movie quiz. Stay safe, watch some movies. McClunky, everybody, McClunky.